Prince Andrew spills royal secrets to Sarah Ferguson, and King Charles should be worried as Duchess becomes a threat. King Charles may face some nervous days ahead as rumours continue to swirl that Prince Andrew could follow Harry's lead and write a tell-all memoir about his life as a royal. The cash-strapped Duke of York has been at war with his brother over Royal Lodge this year and remains bitter at becoming an outcast. While still part of the family, he has not been a working royal since 2019 following damaging claims about his friendship with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Andrew has faced sordid allegations that he had sex with trafficking victim Virginia Giuffre 3 times. He denies those claims but did settle a civil claim brought by Giuffre out of court, an action he is now said to regret. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Even the king now suspects his brother may not be guilty of the allegations leveled against him, but will continue to keep him at arm's length in an official capacity. A royal expert has now said they believe it is unlikely Andrew would betray his family by writing a book. But that might not extend to his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, with whom he remains close. The pair stay together at Royal Lodge, and Fergie may have played a part in Andrew securing funding for a security detail, a move that saw him outflank the king. The Duchess of York, who was especially close to the late Queen Elizabeth, has carved out a successful media career but has remained loyal to the royal family, never dishing any dirt on the Windsors. Both Andrew and Sarah will be keen not to do anything to damage the position of their daughters Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. But Andrew Loney, currently writing a biography about Andrew, reckons it is a route she might go down after Andrew shared many royal secrets with her, making her a threat. He told Mail Online, "There have long been rumors that Andrew might write a book, and various collaborators have been suggested, but I think it is very unlikely. Andrew is loyal to the institution and knows it would impact his daughters and their position within the royal family. He also has no wish to be in the limelight. That is not to say that a broader book on the royal family supportive of Andrew might not appear in the next few months. Yes, he knows a lot, but I doubt he would ever talk. He's told them all to Fergie, and she's the real threat, which is why the family are keen to keep her on side. Prince Andrew's daughters come up with plan to keep their father's spirits high. Prince Andrew's daughters have come up with an agreement in a bid to keep their disgraced father's spirits high. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie have decided to take turns taking their children to spend time with the Duke of York in order to help combat their father's feelings of loneliness, a source has claimed. 5 years after his disastrous Newsnight interview marked the end of his public duties, Prince Andrew has established a new and isolated routine at Royal Lodge, his 30-bedroom residence on the Windsor estate. The Duke of York's once busy schedule of engagements and global travel has been replaced by a quieter life, focused on family time. His sprawling Grade II listed property, which he continues to share with his former wife Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, has become a sanctuary for precious moments with his daughters and grandchildren. Despite King Charles's demands for him to downsize to Frogmore Cottage, Andrew has secured funding for his own security detail at Royal Lodge, although the source of the finance is unknown. The Duke has found solace in his new role as a grandfather, with his daughters making regular weekend visits to boost his spirits. A source told Hello, the girls take the grandchildren to visit him most weekends. They are spending far more time with him now than they have done in recent years. They are quite close to their father. They seem to be quite protective towards him. The Duke has been particularly active in teaching his granddaughter Sienna Mapellamozzi, Princess Beatrice's 3-year-old daughter, to ride horses in Windsor Park. He has been spotted driving young Sienna through the park and helping her take the reins, continuing a cherished royal tradition that dates back to when Queen Elizabeth first sat on a pony at the same age. Prince Andrew makes key purchase as he continues to disobey King Charles in Row. Prince Andrew has hired a cheap security firm at Royal Lodge after refusing to leave the 30-room mansion. It comes after King Charles told Andrew that he would no longer pay for security and that his £1 million annual allowance would be axed. It is now reported that the Duke of York has negotiated a cheaper protection deal at his leased home in an attempt to stay at the property. A source said, "He has his security but at a cheaper rate and he is managing to finance it himself," reports GB News. The Duke of York had relied on funding from his brother since 2022 and his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, since 2019 when he stepped down from royal life after his infamous Newsnight interview. The father of two resisted King Charles's attempts to evict him from the Windsor property and has since found alternative funding, as confirmed by the Keeper of the Privy Purse, Sir Michael Stevens. Prince Andrew's feud with King Charles set to intensify as key royals left, fuming. The feud began when King Charles tried to evict the disgraced Duke of York from Royal Lodge by cutting his £1 million a year allowance after he refused to downsize. The ongoing feud between Prince Andrew and King Charles is set to intensify, with the princesses said to be fuming over the treatment of their father. Beatrice and Eugenie are reportedly unhappy with the treatment their father, Prince Andrew, has received from the royal family. The feud began when King Charles tried to evict the disgraced Duke of York from Royal Lodge by cutting his £1 million a year allowance and he refused to downsize. The former home of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, Frogmore Cottage, was suggested as a suitable replacement for Andrew, who lost his right to taxpayer-funded security after being stripped of his royal duties in 2019. King Charles is understood to have wanted to cut royal costs, especially since Andrew and Fergie no longer work for the institution. The royal source said, "Beatrice and Eugenie are rallying around to help support their father." Royal Lodge is viewed as a York family problem, not just an Andrew problem, and the whole family are chipping in. That includes Sarah, Beatrice and Eugenie, reports GB News. The York family have held several meetings and drawn up a battle plan. They will not allow their family to fall or come up against any more negative press. It's very much a charge led by Beatrice. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.